This is Pat Tormey, and today I'm going to show you a couple of things about Azure. One thing to remember is that you don't have to learn all of Azure at one stop. So we're going to start looking at all of Azure by looking at the pieces that I find most useful as I learn them. The first thing I want you to see is that you have this tab up here called All Items. And we're going to look this time specifically at websites. Here I have a series of websites already there, but websites are quite easy to use. So let me show you how you do that. First thing I want to do is I want to say I want to have a new website. I have my choice here to click Create, and I'll give it a simple name. How about Pat's website? Alright, not that clever. Anyway, the little check mark right here tells me that that's not already in use in the domain azurewebsites.net. Now I have a couple of choices here. If I wanted to, I could create that quick one. I can create a custom site. Or I can create something from the gallery. And this is kind of important because if you look what the gallery already has in it, I have just about all the popular ones available. Not a bad starting place, huh? Alright, let's get back to Azure for a minute. I'm going to create my new site. This time I'm just going to use a simple Pat's. As you see, that guarantees I'm okay, that nobody else is using that domain. Here's my choice of where I may want to put it, but I'm just going to leave it in the east, because that's where I happen to be, and tell it to create the site. Anyway, there's my new website. Work back to that just so I can show you. Now you'll see this little indicator right over here. It tells you what operation has been completed, and you'll see it actively working while it's working. It just happened to go very quick that time. So it says it created Pat's website, and that succeeded. So I can just say OK to that. And now I'll go to my dashboard and I'll take a look at what I have. The dashboard says I can set up the dashboard, I can monitor, preview here for web jobs, I can configure, I can scale, add link resources, and again a preview for backups. We're going to keep things simple. I'm going to go right to the dashboard. I'm going to look and see what my website looks like now. And it says you can find me at patswebsite.azurewebsites.net. Let's make that a little bigger if we can. So I can click on that link and I'll tell it to open a new tab. And what you see here is a kind of a standard, hey, the site's created and you're ready to go. That's not exactly what I want in a website, but it's not a bad place to start. So now what I'd really like to do is to do some of my own custom work. So I'm going to come down here and say Open Web Matrix. Now, Web Matrix is a very interesting product because it's free and it's already designed to work smoothly with Azure. Resize this a little bit. That looks about right. So you have a choice here of edit a local copy, in which case you make your local edits and then you push them to the site, or you can edit the live site directly. The name of the live site is hostingstart.html. We'll take a look at what that does. And here, if that were formatted, you'd see a default website in there. I don't need any of that, so I'm going to select it all, delete it, and to show you my dramatic skills with HTML, I'll just put an H3 tab in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Now if I go back to my site and simply refresh, hello from Pat's website. So the exercise here and the purpose of this is not to get you to write hello from Pat's website. What I wanted to do is to take a minute and let you see how easy it is to create websites from Azure without having to learn all there is to know about Azure. You can just jump in, say I'd like to have a website, say new, pick the type of website you have or set up with the standard default, and you have your website. I'll jump right into Pat's website now, and it has this dashboard. Now if you want to use this website in other ways, you can of course just keep on building on it. You can also configure this and scale it up. If you do that, you might wander out of the zone of free websites. As you see, free here, if you want it shared, basic, or standard. That's going to change a couple things. But anyway, the free ones, off and running, no trouble at all. And if you're not overly happy with this name for your website, all you really have to do is have your DNS provider go ahead and forward your existing domain or your preferred domain to this site, and it'll work flawlessly. Anyway, this is Pat Tormey with a quick tour of how do you do Azure websites.